Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Daisy. If you are new here, you are welcome. Hope you subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. On this beautiful day, I just took my daughter out to the play park. And as we were at the play park, I just wanted to show you how our day went. And as I show you those parts of the day, I thought I should share how we can remain faithful in our walk with the Lord as we embark on this journey of motherhood. I hope you enjoy this video and you watch it until the end. As one becomes a mother, there is an additional duty that we are called to. Apart from taking care of the home and work for those who are working moms, we are called to care and nurture for the children that the Lord has given us. I am a first-time mom, and I remember I struggled to keep up or even to have Bible study in the initial days after having my daughter. Sometimes I thought I was slacking on my walk with God because I just had so much to do, and it seemed like my day was not 24 hours. So if you are a mom and you are in this state, I totally understand you. And hence my topic of discussion today. So motherhood ushers us into a calling that the Lord has called us to. The humanly instinct is often to feel our relationship with God or His love for us is any less when we are going through phases that may need us to reduce our time of Bible study, such as welcoming a new baby, taking care of a sick child, or just the day-to-day mundane things that call for our attention in our home or in our children. I would like to encourage you that in those times when you can only offer a short prayer or just read a small portion of scripture, the Lord sees your heart and your service to your family is ultimately for His glory. Colossians 3 verse 23 to 24 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are saving." End of quote. Our walk and relationship with God is more than just a routine reading of scripture or an hour of prayer every day. Even though I believe and understand that these are important components of a Christian's life, and I do not take them lightly. Nevertheless, our relationship with God is a state of heart and extends to every other aspect and interactions we are faced with daily, especially in our household. God sees our hearts and motives for all that we do. So don't beat yourself down in that phase of life where things seem to be overwhelming. That is just the nature of life. Having said this, do not become too relaxed and let the busyness of life take control to an extent you neglect or stop prioritizing your walk with God. As you ease and find your footing, get back into a schedule and nourish your walk and relationship with God. Bit by bit, start to find ways to prioritize your study of scripture, prayer, and service to God. Remember, as a Christian mom, you are a Christian first before anything else. So in order for your other relationships to thrive, your relationship with God has to be in good standing, because that is where we get our peace, wisdom, and everything else that pertains to caring for our families. Some ways that have helped me get back into a schedule without overwhelming myself, and I believe can also be of help to you in some way, have been as follows. Number one has been reading at least a chapter of scripture in a day. So currently I am reading through the New Testament. So this way you will be reading scripture in context, and you will have a target for each day and a plan for the long haul. And if you miss a day, that's all right. You can pick up where you left off next time or the next day. So adding on to this point, you can have someone who you can be accountable to. Currently, I'm reading through the New Testament, like I said, with a friend, and whenever we can, we discuss the chapter we are going through, and that helps me remain on track. Adding on to that, you should have someone that you are accountable to. So if you can, it can be a friend or a spouse. This will help you remain disciplined, and it will also give you a way to talk about the passages that you are going through. And another person that is the main key in helping me go through scripture is my husband. I just ask him questions, and I'm just always consulting him on issues that I come across as I am reading scripture. So in that way, I also find that I am studying the word and also just learning a new thing as I interact and talk with him. The other thing that has been helping me is belonging to a Bible study group. This helps me learn and grow in my walk with God, and I believe it can also be of help to you. I have done a video on the importance of Bible study group. I will put it in the card above and leave the link in my description so that you can watch it. Bible study groups help us have meaningful conversations, prayer, and just a form of community that helps us grow in our faith. So that's one thing that can help you. So the other thing is you can listen to the audio Bible or sermons. Headsets or earpieces have to be your best friends. Yeah, so this will allow you to work around the house or to do other things while you are listening to scripture or you are listening to a sermon. They have been of help to me, and you can also use them, and I'm sure they will be of help to you too. Of late, I have also utilized my daughter's nap time. So if you are able to study scripture or read when the baby naps or when your children are napping, if they are at that age, do so whenever you can, because I completely understand nap time can be a time to do other things around the house. But if you are able to take that time to pray or read scripture, you won't believe what 10 minutes can do for you. Yeah, so if nap time does not work, involve them by reading to them. This is a win-win for everyone. You get to read scripture for your children as you are also meditating on it for yourself. So finally, as you clean or you are just having your way around the house, play biblically sound music. I myself love hymns because they are just so simple and true, and they are just based on scripture. So I listen and sing along, and it is always so refreshing and edifying. So I sing for my daughter. She'll just be there staring at me. But I know with time, when she understands what these songs are, she'll also be able to appreciate them. So if you can or you are able to do so as well, let your home be filled with music that is edifying to the Lord. So you can try to do that. That is one thing that also helps me just to be able to meditate and also just remain in that atmosphere of glorifying God. So having said that, these are just some ways I thought I would share with you that are working for me, and I believe one of them or even two of them from my list can work for you too. We need to know and acknowledge that children will grow and eventually they will leave our homes. So let us never neglect our walk with God, but rather let us raise and nurture our children in His way. And may we always aim to grow in our relationship with God as we live each day, for it is in Him that we live and have our being. I will leave you with this scripture in closing. Deuteronomy 6 verse 5 to 7. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength. These commandments that I give you today are to be on your hearts. Impress them on your children. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. May God be glorified in our motherhood journey. Leave a comment on how you are coping with motherhood. And if you would need me to pray with you, I will be glad to do so. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!